Hello everyone, Rituro here with another episode of My Life in Silver League. My opponent today is a level 71 Bronze Leaguer named Spook playing Zerg, and you will notice that's right, I am unranked. This is my first match from Season 2 of 2014, so we're only, a month out of date on Ultra Stronghold, the big, massive macro map. As you can see, I'm welcoming Spook to Season 2 as he's playing Zerg in the top right-hand corner, and I am the Red Terran. This is episode number 42 of My Life in Silver League, if you can believe it, everyone. 42, of course, the answer to the question of what is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Goodness knows if we still know what that question is. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff here. Pretty standard openings for everybody. There's my supply depot wall in, and off goes my early scout to try and find the opposing team. An early hatch expand as well for Spook, because why not? Why wouldn't you on a macro map like Ultra Stronghold? In we go here. We're going to find that base. Absolutely. Well, I'm all, hey, let's go scouting. Early find. Woo. Of course, this drone is trying to, I believe, counter scout me. At least try and attack and head me off at the pass. He will not do so. So I'm like, okay, I've seen everything I need to see. We're out of here. Unfortunately, bad scout here for Spook as he's going in the wrong direction. I have all the time I need to get my orbital underway, full wall in. First Marine is on the way as well. Spawning pool is now down for Spook, though. Unfortunately, in the words of Patrick Stewart, I've seen it all. I've seen everything. And I know he's got his first expansion on the way. I give it a little poke because why not? His drone to scare me off. So I have a general idea what's going on here. And I decided, alright, I've seen enough. I'm out of here. Meanwhile, Overlord is on the way. There's a no supply block for Spook. Over my second barracks now is on the way, and two Marines are like, okay. So this drone here wants to try and attack my SCV. We'll just see about that. We'll counter his worker with some guns. Meanwhile, the spawning pool is done for Spook, so his Queen and Zerglings are on the way. Good timing there as his money is ready to go. I, however, am saving my money, and I'm going to go for my early expansion as well because it's a macro game. Why wouldn't I? Two Queens actually on the way for Spook as his hatchery is done. He is going full macro as well. Why wouldn't you? Queen per hatchery, good times. My command center is on the way. Second barrack is just about done. I can imagine we'll probably be seeing some more. Oh, the two Lings though have shown up. They are trying to intercept that worker, and they will actually take down that Marine. As this Marine is busy trying to split focus here. The Lings do take down that Marine. Both are weakened. And the Marines, what should have been an easy takedown of a drone, has turned out to be anything but. Throwing away 100 minerals, not good for me there. And this drone will take down that SCV, thus ends the scouting and early advantage for Spook. Taking a quick look here at the supplies. Army supplies 6 to 8 favoring Spook, 25 to 19 in worker count. His spine crawler now going down at the front door. Good idea as his double gas now on the way. Well, I have just the single gas and now factory coming in, as well as I have the almost done that second command center going up the tech as quick as I can. 5 Marines on the way here. I'm going to try and pressure that early Ling back at home. Decent worker saturation here, though. I do have my next supply depot on the way, trying to stay ahead of the supply block. Always something as longtime viewers of this series will know, something I have struggled with. But I think more importantly, I've got my orbital number 2 on the way. Checking now for proxy bases is a good thing with this scout here. But this drone, he's finished his job, but he's not going anywhere. He's like, I'm just going to flap my little gills. Gonna have a good time. But I'm not actually doing anything, which is bad considering he's got double spine here and no other buildings other than a spawning pool. Does I have more gas on the way? Perhaps we could be looking at Ling Muta. As a scouting Ling goes off to try and anticipate anything. 5 Marines sitting at the third. This Ling will just run right on by them, not even paying attention. Good job, Marines and Ling. Some pro scouting work right there. Back home, orbital is complete. Mules have been called down. SCVs are on the way. Decent saturation at both bases. Factory is done and is floating away as a large oversized scout because why not? This Ling, however, has walked to the wrong side of town. He must know I'm here, because he cannot get up that ramp. Starport is done, though. I have not abandoned my tech. Thank goodness, though. Layer tech on the way, as well as another spine crawler. poor Spook. He is not taking any chance at the front door of his base. However, I have decided that I want this buildable or unbuildable rock taken care of, and down it goes. Scan reveals the spy cars up top. Going after the creep tumor, doesn't quite get it. Baiting out the lings off the creep. This is definitely enough force to take down the lings, or take down the marines, I should say. And they will get us around, and that will be the end of them. Good cleanup by Spook already. Doing well to manage his forces and stay ahead of me, though he is focusing very heavily on defense here. A fourth suppline crawler. Suppline crawler. It's a combination of a supply crawler and a spine crawler. It's called a suppline crawler. Spine crawlers. One going at the mineral line. Good defense here. No air defense yet, which is good for me, because I do have a starport, and I have medevacs on the way. Third base on the way for Spook. But I have actually taken the factory. I have dropped a reactor on it, and thank you, forward base. Widow mines on the way, 2 at a time. Marines and Marauders also there. This one ling is like hanging out, finding nothing. And the the medevac is just gonna float on over. No other buildings coming out there, as I am focusing on getting a bunker up at the, I assume this would be, there it is, bunker at the main, just to keep an eye on things while I'm gone. Goodness knows we would not want someone to sneak up the base, or up the front door to the base while I am otherwise distracted. Meanwhile, single lings being left as scouting units everywhere, just to keep an eye on everything. Not a bad idea, but they can be easily picked off, as the drones are being built en masse here for Spook. Doing well here. Supplies are just about even, though there's a lot of overlords just floating around doing no scouting here. This scout has found nothing. And that drone is nothing. This drone is just sitting here not doing anything. Why waste a perfectly good drone? Spook. Sure enough, there is the Spire and an infestation pit on the way. He is rushing for that hive tech. But it looks like it is going to be a Ling Muta play here, as he has a Baneling nest on the way as well, so it could be Ling Muta perhaps. Meanwhile, this Marauder is taking the slow, long waddle walk. He will encounter the Lings. The single Ling. Oh, will there actually be... No, he'll just walk straight on by. Will not engage. Thank you, Rally Move Command. However, with no air defense, I will drop. Or will I? No, they'll choose to boost out of the way and take a high ground approach. Oh, this is going to be a clutch drop. So clutch drop. And there it is. Right on top of the Lings and the Spine Crawler. This is why I don't do drops. But however, the Widow Mine does drop, and boom! Big hit on the Lings. They do take on the second one, but there is a buried Widow Mine now ready to wreak havoc. So if anything, if you get the one Widow Mine down, the medevac will just escape. And the rally point suddenly not looking too good here, as all forces recalled. No Lings hanging out there, just the one drone still sitting here doing nothing. Level 1 attacks on the way, as well as a whole bunch of drones. And Project Larvae going down by the Queen Burrowtech also on the way here. Good call here. Did that one? Yes, I do believe it did actually get taken out. That is a shame. Quick look at the units tab here. I do have 2 Widow Mines, but they are not buried, and I've used 42 Zerglings on the field, and they are going up the ramp here. Down go the Widow Mines to bury. They will get shots off, shots fired. Down goes that pile of Lings. More Widow Mines buried as the Lings try to clear up. They go straight for the production facility, but not for getting schmacked by the Widow Mine. It will rebury. This ends up working quite well, as the Widow Mines trying to position themselves as best they possibly can. Reinforcements slowly being channeled in here, as now Hellions, oh my goodness, where have these Hellions been, needing to take down the Ling. Infestors on the way here, not going Muta, going Infestor instead. Centrifugal hooks on the way for the Banelings. Though the level 1 attack flyers means we would be seeing Mutas sooner than later, one would assume. But Infestors, interesting shout, as Marines slowly be piling in. Double engineering bay, getting those 1-1 on the way here. Now finally for production. I think we all know this has been one of my huge problems, getting appropriate production facilities on the way. I'm floating so many materials. Why couldn't I just get that on the field? Unfortunately, I am supply block, adding more insult to injury. However, I do lift off factory before any more damage can be done. And there's gonna be a Widow Mine hit. Bam! Down go my own units though. but it's enough to cook the Zerglings. That's definitely not what Spook wanted to see, as these Widow Mines proving their worth. As these Marines will chase off the Overseer. Can they take him down? They will kill off the Changeling for sure, but he will escape. Instead, the factory will replant with a tech lab. I'm guessing that is for Siege Tank. 4th hatchery on the way for Spook, who's doing excellently in this macro play. His first Mutalisks are on the way, as I assume would be more support to back that up. Overlords on the way to raise that supply block. Banshees now on the way for me. More Marines as well. I just need more troops on the field, period. Marauders as well, try and soak up those hits as his tech cloaking for those Banshees. Armor and high-sec auto-tracking on the way as well here, because I do love my missile turret defense. I am assuming at this point there are going to be mutas, which is why I have built that turret. There's the scan, looking for any proxies, not seeing any, but I am seeing the bases that are coming down here. So I know he is trying to expand. I have done well to scout those. Oh, he burrowed infestors. That's not going to be good. I find those, and down they go. Goodbye. Ah, but they are the infested Marines. But the problem is infested Marines don't hold up to Marauder Ball, and down they go. In comes the Ling Ling Ball to try and counter. Only the Hive Tech going for... There we go. There are some infestors. His production has somewhat stalled as he gets his tech on the way. Muta on the way here. There's a defensive Widowmine to try and bait out the army. Up go the Marauder and the Banshee to take down the Creep Tumor, pushing back that creep spread as you do. But here comes the Queen to scare everybody off. The Ling Ling Ball holding court here. 4 more Mutalisks on the way. 4 more Infestors on the way. Infestor Muta. Interesting combo. Oh, little repairs from the SCV. Good job, SCV. Proving his worth there. Keeping everybody all patched up. Now going to work here on the Medevac. As I assume there's going to be something, nothing yet. Oh, but what we have over here, here comes the stealthy Muta play. Around they go, and they run straight into a line of well-placed missile. They decide, whoops, this is not the fight we want to be at. They take down one, and the SCV side, we have had enough of this. We are getting out of here. Goodbye. And the Mutas, rather than chase, go for the infrastructure. The army is not turning around, though there is a Viking on the way here. Down goes one supply depot. Down will go a barracks. Over here, nothing is happening. No play whatsoever. It is pure production. But here come the Marines. Oh, they're sticking the bunker, shooting down missile turret. Looking good here. Viking, will it turn around? All of this missile turret defense turning out to be a good thing. There is no safe place whatsoever for these Mutalisks to go. The SCVs are on mass repair to keep themselves alive, and it looks like it might just work. Buying themselves enough time down to 6 Muta, and they are all heavily damaged here as the Banshee decide to just get out of dodge. The Mutas will just continue. There's no response from Wilson. What was I thinking? Base is going up here. I have infrastructure, I have facility, but no response whatsoever. But here comes the engagement now. There's what I was waiting for, a siege tank, as the Banelings do everything they need to do. A little bit of a cloud there from, or a fungal overgrowth from the Infestor, but it is taking down the Banshees. Having enough of that. Sieged up siege tank doing its job. The Muta and the Vikings will now go in there, but the Viking is right between 2 well-placed missile turrets, and they are having enough of that. Down go the Mutas, but they have spotted. Oh, they've spotted that command center. And while they did take down a starport, the guys are missing the important thing. Guys, what are you doing? Oh, they are pushing in. An advantage is being pushed. A little bit of a love there from the SCV to keep the siege tank alive, and this is an uncontested assault on the 3rd base here. 18 Lings being created as a counter as the orbital command retreats, while the Mutalisks push up. They're going to run right into a... oh, they're going to run right over it. Oh, but there's the missile turret, but oh, what do we have here? It's Vikings and a Widow Mine! Oh, well done. No micro whatsoever. The 3rd base goes down. The army is looking pretty good. SCV still doing its job to repair everything. Tons upon tons of resources still being used here. Can you tell this was the first match of the season, folks? Oh, I'm kind of embarrassed at the lack of production here. I've got the money. I could be spitting out units just en masse here. They're all hotkeyed. Why am I not mashing A for Marine? Oh, my goodness. But the Vikings turn up, they have landed They're going straight for the base here. 8 for mutas, tons of mutas here as he works on his 2-2. Lings as well, but there are the Broodlings. Broodlings will actually take down a Viking before they get the bright idea to, you know, lift off. And down go the larvae. That's the end of that. Actually, those larvae are just going to be left alone. More important targets are being made here. But the mutas have gone straight for the factory. While the Lings have encountered Widow Mines. And the Widow Mines, will they get that hit? No, they're going to run by. They're going to go for a counterattack here. And they will run straight into the rally-pointed army that has no indication that it even cares about doing anything about it. Well done, rally points. Oh my goodness, so embarrassing. Come on guys, pay attention! Oh, meanwhile, back at the main base, down goes the spawning pool, and soon I assume the Spire and or Hive will be next. While Spook has done well to tech up, he has chosen to counterattack while leaving himself completely exposed. A little bit of love there from the medevacs to keep everybody alive. And will we see the Vikings land? Are they going Overlord hunting? They will scout around the Ravens looking for anything that might be cloaked or burrowed or otherwise hidden. And oh, here they come. It is going to be Locusts, which means that we have Swarm Hosts at the natural. Good play here from Spook. It's his answer to siege tanks. And a good one at that, though the Banshee doing well to check for creep spread. Problem though is that the Locusts, I don't believe, can they attack air? No, they can only target ground, which means Banshees do not care for you, Locusts. They've had just about enough of this. And instead, they are going to go straight for, oh, will they be able to actually make a shot here? Raven does not want to get close with all this anti-air. Now she's going to Spore Pulse, and Mutalisk there, the Mutalisk cloaked by the Banshees. Can they make a run at those? Oh, they do not want to go after that, that's for sure. They will focus on taking down the troops that are there. This is definitely looking more like it's going to be in my favor with units buried, with units in position. We have, oh, so many resources. Why was I not building stuff? Oh, this is embarrassing. Meanwhile, with the advantage of high ground going after that Spore Tower, Spore Crawler, I should say, seems like a good idea, but instead it is the Baneling Nest that goes down. Now he is running out of tech. He has no Lings to draw from, no Mutas to draw from. Oh, it's gonna be a Seeker, and down goes the Swarm Host. Actually, he will move up and stay alive here. The auto turret goes down to scare him back. Oh, Raven, you got too close to the sun, and that is unfortunate. But with the auto turret down, can they actually make any progress? This army is probably going to be thrown away against this kind of position. I don't see this ending well, and sure enough, that is the end of that. The army is taken care of. And now with, I want to say about a half bajillion in resources between us. What happens here? He does have his spawning pool back, does Spook. Now we're seeing starts being built. Oh my goodness. This is embarrassing for all involved. A line of missile turrets as a forward observation post. Because why not? Oh my goodness. More production facilities. Mash the production facility button. Oh my goodness. Well, at least I have everything built. Oh, I don't even have any of my other stuff. I have Stim, which is good. Now we're seeing production maxing out at the starports. This flown orbital has not landed and has been sitting there damaged since the initial assault. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, down goes the attempt at a forward observation line. Ooh, that's an ugly little graphical glitch there. Anyway, let's just skip ahead. What is going on? Oh, we have an engagement at the former forum. Oh, Widow Mine, good job. As the Marauders just continually walk to their doom. There, finally a little bit of micro. Oh, run right over that Widow Mine! Bam! And that's how you do it. Meanwhile, more bases being rebuilt by Spook. As I finally have some troops to speak of. Marines aren't going to win that battle by themselves, but hey, a couple of Vikings might be able to help. Soaking up some hits are the medevac, and a hit from the Widow Mine. Timely Widow Mine hits there. Meanwhile, missile turrets everywhere as the damaged orbital finally gets to business. Ah, there's some scouting. We have, in fact, revealed the proxies. Oh, this is cute, though. All these drones evacuated, but they did not actually start mining. Oh, Spook, you scallywag. Meanwhile, the Locusts are in full flight here as they continually look for targets. The drones are all transferring over. Is the natural mined out? The natural is completely mined out. New factory on the way here for me at my mined out main. Supply depots as well to keep that supply block fully unblocked. Ah, finally I got the bright idea at the 28-minute mark to build another barracks. Woo! Meanwhile, the ground forces that I have gone straight for this expansion. They will not suffer it to live. No, sirree, Bob. Marauders doing their job here, and that is the end of that little victory. Poodlings should be able to clean up a few here. Nope. A little bit of healing there from the deck keeps everything well in check. Meanwhile, the army is going to be ignored by these drones who are all pushing across the map for safety. Seems like a good idea. And oh, look at this. Oh, look at this clever little contain. I know where you are, and I'm gonna build a turret. Oh, the queen, however, is like, oh, well, I want to attack you. And we're all like, yeah, no. Down go the Vikings. Down goes the queen. But unfortunately, he cannot build there, as the creep does just manage to override the build spot, so he will set himself with repairing his comrades, and down will go this hatchery. Meanwhile, more hatcheries on the way here for Spook, as he is transferring everything into this far corner to hide. He does not want to stay on this side of the field at all. Having enough of that. Meanwhile, the Vikings lift off safely away from everything else. Oh, here come the Locusts. Looking for something, no doubt, but they have nothing to attack whatsoever. Just the one creep tumor here. Where are those swarm hosts? They have indeed retreated back to the, well, I guess it is now a lair for safety, where all these overlords are. No scouting whatsoever by Spook. More spore crawlers being built. Oh, it's a little repair, as once again my lack of production is kind of killing me here. I could put this away if I would just be more productive. Let's just skip ahead here. Oh, Spook has finally started mining, and he's got triple procs here. Actually, no, it's only double procs, triple base. You know what I mean. You know what I meant here, folks. You know what I meant. Oh, there's the scanning, though. We have found him in... Oh, it's a drop. Oh, but he chooses to GG. He, knowing that I have found his base and that I have the army, Spook decides to GG, and that is the end of that. I was actually placed in bronze after this match. I guess the way I played, you know what? I kind of deserve that. So, yes, that is how I started Season 2 2014, being placed in bronze. I think we can agree once again, get more production, spend your resources. Clearly need to learn that lesson once and for all. Hopefully I will do it next time on My Life in Silver League. Thank you all for watching. My name is Rituro, and we'll see you next time.